Hey guys, this is Brother Bryce of the BroBryceCooks channel. Let me smudge off all the wonderful smudginess. I think I've got some crazy smudginess going on there. Anyway, this is Brother Bryce, and we are cooking tonight some pizza tacos or pizza chalupas. This is the craziest idea ever, but the last time we did this, it was so grubbin'. So if you haven't seen it yet, this is going to be probably pretty quick stream, but if you haven't seen it yet, there's a video that I posted when I was living in my old apartment, and you'll like it. Be a great before and after picture for Julie. But it shows how to make like Mexican chalupas, or like Taco Bell type chalupas. I'm not sure if that's Mexican. I'm not really sure if that's Mexican, but the chalupa recipe is just fathead dough, and instead of using Mexican seasoning, I'm using Italian seasoning. So I put some onion powder, some garlic, and some Italian seasoning on it. I got my oven preheated to 425, and I got all these fathead pizza dough crusts rolled out and seasoned, and then I'm just gonna throw them in right here, and that's gonna go for 8 minutes. And in the meantime, this is the crazy thing, okay? We went to a grocery outlet, and there they have like the reject chunks of pepperoni. They have these crazy reject chunks of pepperoni, and so they're like all malformed. It's the ends and all that stuff. And I stick it in the food processor and zap it in the food processor, and basically make pepperoni hamburger out of it. It's dirt cheap stuff, and it tastes yummy. Can you smell? It smells yummy. Smell that. Isn't that great? Anyway, this stuff makes perfect filling for like a taco night. If you want tacos, but you also want pizza, you're like this close on your low carb diet to breaking down and ordering Domino's or Pizza Hut, and the next thing you know, you go down a grocery outlet and you pick up like a huge container of this stuff, and it comes like in a. I'll show you. I think I'll show you. Hey, do you not have another one?
Yeah.
Is it in there?
Middle on the back, behind the hot dogs.
Huh?
At the top.
Oh, okay.
They're down that way.
I see it. Yeah.
Oh,
Like gang. No, this is not.
no, behind the hot dogs.
I know, I was fine that one. This is the different one. This is the patties.
Oh, they're not our last one.
Oh, doggone it. I was going to show you guys the little shrink wrap package. It's like 2 pounds of this pepperoni stuff. And I just microwave it in a bowl and get it hot. Meantime, since that's going to be in the oven for 8 minutes, I'm going to...
Shrink wrap.
Oh yeah, this is...
So rose pepperoni.
Yeah, rose pepperoni. And,
Grocery outlet. Awesome.
yeah, keep refrigerated. It doesn't say that it's fully cooked.
Nope.
So I'm supposing that it's not. But dang, it smells good. I think it's fully cooked.
I would think so. Most pepperoni is. But we could be wrong.
It doesn't smell like raw pork at all, so. I'm looking at your view there, and it's just so smudgy. I hate it. You guys need to be washed. So, I'm gonna wash you. There we go. Ah, that's slightly less smudgy. There you go. You need to be washed clean. There we go. Okay. Now, in the meantime, I'm also going to make some veggies here. So let me see if I can... it's pretty teetery. I'm going to have a better camera situation coming up soon. Coming soon to a theater near you. When we get this giant bag of organic broccoli at Costco, and we were getting the cauliflower rice, but the cauliflower rice at Costco has been kind of, shall we say, icky. Let's show the live chat messages. I want to make sure they were showing live chat messages. Make sure that you guys, you can chat with me and talk with me freely. I think I can show it. Yeah, well, that's weird. No effects. We're not going to do any effects on you guys. But meantime, I'm doing regular cauliflower. Because this cauliflower from Costco has been really good. But not the rice cauliflower. It's been kind of sour. And it was almost like it was composting. So I'm just cutting this stuff up into smaller chunks, and I will fill up this container with that. And we have this most nights. Sometimes I get a little bored with it, but a lot of times when you see me doing this dinner streaming, you're probably going to see broccoli and or cauliflower. What?
Got a cheaper car running.
Oh, Julie's trying to rent me a car, so when I go up to Portland next week, that and you guys over in the BroBryce Health group, y'all can catch up with me at Outback on Monday, next Monday. I'll be over at the Outback at 6 o'clock. At least that's the plan. And we'll have like a low carb meetup, and we'll eat steaks and stuff and cover them with like blue cheese and stuff. And then I'm also gonna try to meet up with all my Commodore buddies, Commodore computer peoples. Yay! Alright. So I got this broccoli about half full. Kitchen is smelling amazing. Wouldn't you agree, Mama?
Yep.
I told you, all kinds of nose smells are gonna happen from dinner time.
What?
We'll edit all this down for more funness later, but right now. Anybody chatting? I don't see anybody chatting.
Sure, we can change it if we want.
They're over there playing Dominion. We're getting
Costco is still a little cheaper, so it's only like $10 cheaper.
for the car rental.
Yeah, because that includes the taxes.
Getting a rental car for my Portland trip, and then we're gonna be crashing with a buddy over there, and we're gonna like totally nerd out. I've got a notification. Somebody's trying to tell me something. I probably screwed something up. Tony Thomas. Now I'm getting a CBS notification. That's a weird thing. Why am I getting a CBS notification? I know nothing. I'm like Schultz on Hogan's Heroes. I do wonder how many of you watching this even know who Schultz is, or Hogan's Heroes. I can still hear the theme song in my head. I used to watch that show every day. I wanted a bomber jacket like Hogan, like every day of the week. Oh, that's our chalupa shells coming out. The whole kitchen's gonna smell up in a minute. All right, here we go. We got steamy oven. Oh, look at that. So these, them am's the chalupa shells. The pizza chalupa. It smells like pizza night. It's gonna be good. The difference between this and using it for fathead pizza, actual pizza, you put tomato sauce on it, and sometimes it makes it kind of watery. It makes the dough kind of soggy. So the trick to that, if you're making them into actual pizzas, the trick to that is to put the pizza sauce on top of the other toppings so that it doesn't soak in. And you don't get so much of the soaky, nasty, soggy crust.
Done,
Oh.
babe.
Yeah? I'm booked?
You're booked.
So I'm going to take this butter knife and I'm going to separate out these crusts a little bit here. They sort of tend to melt together a tiny bit on this cookie sheet. There we go.
So
And now,
crazy because
while it's still hot,
anything, we need to go live in Georgia.
very gingerly
I'm
touch
gonna
them
be-
and
I'm
bend
gonna
them
try
into
Georgia.
taco shells.
You saw what we
You guys can't see a thing. I'm all negligent putting that broccoli there. Here, show you here, I've got these shells, and basically I just kind of gingerly try to bend them over. And you got to do it gingerly because they're still hot. But you want to do it while they're hot so they don't break. And if it does break, oh well, you know, it's just taco night, right? It's supposed to be messy.
Yay!
Something like that. Ow! Ow! It's hot. Anyway, now they're all bent up taco style, okay? Bonk. You'll find that in my kitchen I'm a little accident prone. Especially when I'm distracted talking to somebody, like you guys. Now, while that stuff is hardening up, I'm going to finish making some vegetables. And we're going to have some happy tummies here in a minute. Make a lot of vegetables. 3 people. Woohoo! How are you guys doing tonight? Hey, you know, I even like the I read through the comments and stuff even after the stream. So if you guys are watching this in post, I will, after the post, what I'll do is I'll get in my DeLorean after I read the comments you guys post afterward. I'll get in my DeLorean and I will travel back in time and I will comment on it in this video. Right? No. Probably not.
Are you sure?
What was that movie with Chris Christopherson about the paradox, time travel?
Place out of time or moment out of time?
No.
It was that old romantic one, or somewhere in time.
No, that's not it.
That's got Chris Christopherson.
It was they were stealing people off of airplanes.
Stealing them off the rip?
Yeah.
Chris Christopherson.
Yep.
Oh, Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson.
I don't know.
It was about paradoxes and time travel. They were stealing people because in the future, all the people, they couldn't that people in the future couldn't reproduce
Sounds like
because of environmental things that they've done to the planet, whatever. So they were stealing fertile people off of airplanes, fertile people that no one would miss, so that they wouldn't interfere with the timeline. And they were stealing people, fertile people, off of crashing airplanes. So these are people from the future. They knew that these planes had crashed, so they would steal people off of these planes that were going to crash because they knew everybody thought they were dead, right? Because these people were dead. But in actuality, these people are now alive and well and reproducing in the future. And repopulating the planet. I forget what that movie was called. Millennium. Millennium. That's what the movie is called. I know there's like one or two very prominent movies named Millennium. This is one with Chris Christopherson. You should look it up. It's a very interesting movie. If you haven't seen it, have you seen it? You can't tell me.
It sounded familiar, but I don't recollect.
Great movie.
Sounds like it.
Very retro special effects, which were not retro at the time. They were very state of the art at the time.
However, with this movie,
I think they were actually going for a very state of the art look for that movie that they knew would be considered retro in the future. No, probably not.
Have to remodel this to see
So now the cauliflower. This stuff is very good cauliflower. It's creamy and wonderful.
I'm just gonna put these up
I think that what they were doing with the cauliflower was, I think they were including like the stalks,
here. They were.
the cauliflower rice. I think they were including the stalks, and they were probably using some that were just a little too far beyond to be using for regular cauliflower florets. So
Last time we did that before.
I think it has to do with the demand for cauliflower. There's a tremendous demand right now for cauliflower in the United States.
Lots and lots of food.
And hey,
Hello.
somebody was there, and then they left.
Bye bye.
But we got a thumbs up. We got a thumbs up so far.
Yay.
That's good. One thumbs up.
Thanks. Oh, I did it. So it was being.
I did it. So,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you're just tuning in, I'm making these fathead pizza chalupas, basically. If you've seen my old video on the BroBryceCooks channel of the fathead chalupas, then this is basically like an Italian sort of low carb Italian variation on it, where I'm basically taking pepperoni, grinding it up, and making ground pepperoni meat for the chalupas / tacos / whatever. It's like taco night, but it's pizza flavored.
It's taco and pizza night.
Right. And fathead taco pizza. I'm not sure what to call this. Fathead pizza taco. Because it's not Mexican flavored, so it's probably best off to just kind of bypass that terminology altogether. Then what will we call them? Like pizza foldovers? What would you call it? Use your imagination, Mama.
What do we call it? What?
Yummy.
Yeah, we will call them yummy. We will skip the whole Mexican, Italian terminology and just, this is called yummy, this recipe. One word, singular, yummy. One yummy.
We're going with Chinese. Okay.
We're making 4 yummy. Yeah, it's a Chinese. It's sort of related to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Or, those are Japanese, that's stupid. You're gonna say, Bryce, you're a racist. No, I'm just stupid. There's a difference.
Silly goose.
All right.
You got 4.
We have 2 viewers right now. Hey guys,
Oh.
speak up. I think I can see your comments, but I don't know.
There was another friend you have to do.
Hey! I'm trying to get it to show, but I wonder if I turn it like this, what happens? Does it? Nope, it's telling me to rotate it. Don't do that, Bryce. Rotate the device. Don't do it that way.
No, 1B7.
So,
I got a copper.
still slicing up cauliflower. This is a job. I might have could have used Julie's help at some point, but
I was thinking silly.
now I thought I had everything timed. Hey, I can see you. I can see your comments.
All right, silver.
I am
Now you get to tell us.
making some pizza tacos. These are like a pizza version of my chalupa shells, my chalupas. Instead of using Mexican seasoning, I'm using Italian seasoning. And instead of using Mexican seasoned meat, I am using ground pepperoni. And we started out with like these scrappy pepperoni chunks that were in the pepperoni chunks. I'm trying to get this right. The pepperoni chunks were like scraps that you get from grocery outlet for dirt cheap. It's like thick sliced and chunky ends and stuff like that. And then when you get that, you just take it, stick it in a food processor or whatever you got, and grind it up and make it into ground pizza meat. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. I did it as an experiment months ago because we had bought this stuff and we were like, what are we going to do with this stuff? We're going to make it into, I don't know. Anyway, I decided I was going to just use my imagination because that's what's most fun about my kitchen is that half the time I look in the fridge and I go, there is not a single thing in this fridge that looks like dinner.
Get this in silver.
And I say, hey honey, you know what's for dinner?
Imagination.
Imagination, that's what's for dinner. Because, holy cow, what if nothing ever looked like dinner? Or something that you wanted for dinner? I want dinner, right? Whether it looks like dinner or not. And it turned out to be a huge success. Everybody loved it.
I love when you took my salad and just dumped it into the frying pan with some butter.
Oh yeah, that was another thing, yeah.
That was
Like
good.
leftover salad from lunch. One time I just decided that, Julie wasn't eating her salad from work. And I don't remember why it was, but it was like she didn't have enough time or she wasn't hungry and she didn't eat her salad and it was gonna go sour or whatever, So I just took the whole salad, dressing and everything, and I threw it in a pan, fried it.
So good.
And it was so good. It was like
So good.
a rapid fire stir fry. And from then on, Julie did not want to eat her salad at work ever. Dang it. I was like, no, sabotage. So this is the taco meat here. If you guys smell, again, delicious, right? This is the taco. This is not the taco meat. Well, it's taco meat in lieu of taco meat. It's pepperoni meat. And I just took the pepperoni chunks and I put them in the food processor and chopped it up, and now we got ground pepperoni meat. It's so yummy. All the good healthy fats in there. So good. All right. So I'm gonna throw that back in the microwave for like. Well, you know what? I think I'll save the microwave because I still gotta heat up these guys, the cauliflower and the broccoli. That's gonna be like another 12 minutes that I can sit and chat with you guys because cooking. So in each one of these, I'm gonna, I'm lazy and I don't know how to count. So they've got these wonderful markings on the side of the butter. It's so awesome because then I don't have to count because I'm goofy like that. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons. Actually, I'm gonna be generous and I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons each of butter on top of these things. So here's a big honking chunk of healthy fat butter. Slice that up and stick that on top of the broccoli. Here's 3 tablespoons of butter that I'm going to stick over here on top of the cauliflower. Yeah. Yeehaw. Beautiful. I'm not going to let any of that cauliflower escape. And now, give it something to boil in, or steam in. Heavy cream. Now, this is the breakfast of champions right here. This is clover cream, and the thing that I like about this is here's the ingredients. Cream. That's it. Cream. Yeah. There's no carrageenan. There's no xanthan gum. There's no locust bean nothing or other in there. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons each of cream. And if it's got a little butter flowing out of it, even better. Because butter, what is butter but cream? And what is margarine but Tupperware?
Not food.
Yeah, margarine is 2 words, not food. And what is light margarine? I don't know, is that styrofoam?
Styrofoam.
It's butt cream. What? Butt cream? Oh, thank you for tweeting my show. Oh my goodness. I am so happy that Old Nerd Reviews tweeted my show. That's my homie right there. That's my homie. I'm wondering, how do I get the chat window to stay up? I want the chat window. Is there a way to make that chat window stay up? I want it. Alright, so into the microwave it goes. Big old pile of cauliflower. 6 minutes. And let's move all the junk around my kitchen again. I even got a cell phone battery and a doggy bag sitting over here. This is a great day to stream. Oh, right, yeah. I'll have that set up at some point. Right now, I'm just like on the fly. I was going to cook something interesting, so I figured I'd just kind of pop it up here on the phone. See if it works. No reason not to, right? So we got that one in there, and we're going to zap it on there. And in the meantime, I just finished off that whole bag of cauliflower. Grab it.
You mean the one I opened yesterday, or did you open it?
No, the one we just bought.
No, I opened one last night.
Oh, you did?
And Carb.
So that's the new one.
That's the new one. See, I cut the top off. Yeah. So when this is all done, I'm gonna have a camera up here pointing this way to talk to, and this one here is gonna be like my stove cam, and then that one right there, the end of my finger, that one there is like the other talk to camera, the kind of more panoramic wide angle shot of the kitchen. I can put the butter back in the fridge, and we're also gonna be using some organic sour cream.
I love that stuff.
I'm going to show you this stuff. It's really good. This is organic cultured sour cream. I get this at Costco. It's Humboldt. It's not a sponsor, but dang if it ain't good. This stuff is like the closest thing from, smell that. It's like there's not much left because we eat it. But this stuff is so close to being butter. Oh, you just want to stick your face in there. And it's funny because Mama never used to eat sour cream. She never ate it. I don't know if she ever tried it, but I would put it in like the biscuits or something. And but this stuff here, man, secret ingredient, the organic sour cream is so good. It's so creamy. And then in a little while, I'm gonna make some more of the chia seed monster cookies. I make those. I've got some walnuts here. Oh, you use it on your computers? Oh, I see. I'm like looking back in time. I thought something else came up, but I was looking back in time and I'm thinking, you use the sour cream on your computer? That's disturbing. No, he doesn't. He uses Twitch and streams. Yeah. Anyway, at some point, I will figure out the Twitch thing, but Twitch, I don't think the mobile app streams live. I tried to do that just now and kind of didn't work out, so I decided to switch over to YouTube, throw it up on a YouTube channel. And but what are you guys having for dinner tonight? Oh, Whitney! Whitney's on here watching.
Hello, Whitney.
Yeah, she says, sour cream computers.
Yeah.
That's right. So Whitney, if you're just tuning in, we are making pizza tacos. And this is like my fathead chalupa recipe that I posted on YouTube a long time ago. And then what I've done is I've made the Italian seasoning instead. So like onion powder, oregano, and or if you're from Oregon, you just call it oregano. No. But anyway, if you're tuning into this channel for the first time, be ready for a lot of stupid jokes. Anyway, but I'm doing some ground pepperoni meat scraps that I got from grocery outlet for like dirt cheap. And what are you guys having for dinner? I know this is what I'm having. I'm having some broccoli. I'm having some cauliflower. I'm having some pizza meat and some pizza tacos, and I'm gonna throw some sour cream and some guacamole. And you know how I like to like keep everything super convenient. Like I use these 1 ounce packages of cream cheese for my fathead dough, and I keep in my freezer. See, in my freezer, I got a bag here, and look at the date on it, right? Because I keep it, right? And this is how convenient it is. I made all this stuff back in November and just freeze it. And I grind up like 20 pounds of mozzarella and add the almond flour and I freeze it. And then all I have to do is pull out like a little package of cream cheese and get an egg and add it in there. And if you follow the recipe back on YouTube, well here on YouTube, then you see me doing these. Those, and then for that's just all about convenience. You're making crisp pizza, but you're sick So you've been eating pickles and water?
It's all cooking. It's talking because I didn't know microwaves.
All right, so that's the first 6 minutes, and this is like really heaping giant. I don't know what to do about that. So normally I would like stir this up, but it's like huge. It's like a mountain of cauliflower. So I'm just gonna like dump it in this huge bowl. So, y'all excuse me while I make a giant mess in my kitchen. Oh, it's hot. Okay, there we go. And just by the nature of dumping it into something else, I have stirred it magically. Now I will dump it back in and pray that I don't spill it everywhere. Yep.
So,
All right.
I
Come here,
just
Blossom.
read-
She's like, what do you mean, come here? I'm already here. I'm just waiting. Waiting. Blossom the pug has grown deeply fond of broccoli and cauliflower, especially with tons of butter and cream on it. Oh my goodness. It's going to be delectable. Delectable! Okay. I don't like the looks of this particular piece. I'm going to chop that off. Okay. And then throw that back in the microwave for another 6 minutes. And we'll do the same. And if you have a family that really cares that you don't mix the cauliflower and the broccoli together, then you don't want to do this. But I'm lazy. So I'm going to take this same bowl that I just dumped the cauliflower in, and I'm just going to dump the broccoli in it.
So I get a card.
Exact same thing. There we go. Dump it out. Dump it back in because I don't want to try to stick a spoon in there and get it everywhere. I sort of get everything everywhere anyway, like I just did. And there we go. Bowl is done. Throw this in the microwave for. Hey! You've been on an adventure. I'm gonna do this because that's silly. Oh, yeah, there's a microwave right underneath there. Yeah. They're all screaming because they all fell.
It's me bowling.
Oh my gosh. Tony says his head hurts. Old Nerd Reviews. Oh my gosh. If you guys have not checked out Old Nerd Reviews, you guys need to go and get on Old Nerd Reviews and watch his crazy reviews of crazy stuff. Especially like the eating the Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh. He goes and he risks his very life. Risks his life for you so that you don't have to die eating Salisbury steak that costs $1. All right. So that's a mess. Hey, welcome to my mess. You guys are awesome. That's so funny. Awesome. Get it. You guys see this dog? I gotta show you this. There's the dog. She is trying. She is debating on the piece of cauliflower. Nope, the cauliflower remains. You want to get the cauliflower? Go get it. Go get that. You go get that. There's cleanup crew. There she goes. She's getting it. Oh yeah, good girl. Now you go over and you take that over to the sofa and you chew it up. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, it's a good thing we put 2 blankets on there. 'Cause, yeah. Yeah, she's kind of like, she's sitting over there on the floor, like mowing it down in the blanket. It's great. Great. Yeah. Tune in next time for the botulism blanket adventure. What else are we gonna eat? What are you having tonight, Tony? Besides Dollar Tree and the McDonald's dollar menu. I'm really scared of what's gonna happen if I do put the cream in. The butter belongs in the butter thing. You're having 7-Eleven pepperoni pizza. Hey, what do you know? Pizza. It's pizza night. Because Whitney is making pizza for Chris, and then Tony is having 7-Eleven pepperoni pizza. Did the lady get the order right? Remember to put onions on your pizza? I know, everybody's having pizza. What a great way to do it, right? We're gonna have like pizza tacos, and you guys are gonna have 7-Eleven pizza and homemade pizza. Hashtag nom 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 nom. Exactly. We've got a minute and a half on this one, so in a minute and a half, this will come out, and the pizza meat will go in, and then we shall grabola. Do we have any kind of like pizza sauce or?
Unfortunately, no.
Nothing?
Unless we have some Mazzetta somewhere.
No, no. But you know what we do
We have sriracha,
We have-
Cholula,
We have ketchup.
and we have sriracha. You can make it spicy.
Let me see. We have Cholula.
We have Cholula. We have ketchup. Ketchup's good. The one we
Ketchup's
have
good.
is
You know what?
It's good.
When I was a kid, I'm going to tell you guys a fun story because I got a couple minutes here. When I was a kid, you know how the kids do like lemonade stands and stuff? And I did this stupid thing, and I came up with this dumb recipe in my kitchen when I was a kid. I was like, I don't know, I was like 10. And I got hamburger buns and hot dogs, and I took the hot dogs and I fried them up in a pan, and I put the hamburger buns in the oven, and then I baked the hamburger buns for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, just to brown them, right? And then I would put them on a plate, I pile them up high, and I would take like 4 or 5, I put like 5 slices of hot dog on each thing, and I covered it with ketchup, and then I put a little mozzarella sauce on it, and then I stuck it back in the oven for like 2 or 3 minutes, and just long enough to brown and melt the mozzarella cheese, and then I sprinkled Italian seasoning on it. And I took them out there, and I made like a cardboard sign on the front of a picnic table. I stuck it out on my lawn. No, like a regular oven, Tony. Like I had an oven. It was in the kitchen. My mom was like so proud of me because for the first time, like at first I used hers. I used her hamburger buns and her hot dogs. But then I went to the store and I paid with, like, I sold these things for like $1.50. Right? Each of these hamburger buns, like the top or the bottom, didn't matter. I sold them for like $1.50 to all the neighbors. One neighbor came back like 4 times, and I think I made like $6 off the dude. And then I went to the store and I bought another package of hot dogs and hamburger buns and ketchup and mozzarella sauce. They were just simple ingredients, right? And I paid my mom off, and I bought my whole next inventory, and I made this for like weeks, like every other day, and I made a bunch of bucks, you know, as a little kid. You know, it was the 70s, early 80s or something. And I called them Pizza Witch. I made a sign. I made a huge poster to hang on the front of my picnic table that had like a witch's hat, and it was on top of a hamburger bun with little pieces of hot dog slice sticking out of the side. And I made those for all the neighbors, and man, they sold like crazy. Wow. Ketchup. Okay. We like to drop things. We like to drop. Gotta like that drop. All right. So there is the hot and steamy broccoli. Hot buttered cream broccoli, hot buttered cream stuff. Yeah, dirt cheap, pretty filling. All right, so again, here is the pizza meat. You can throw that in the microwave over there. Put a little plate on top. Stick it in there for a minute. And I might zap these too because if they get too hard, right, you're going to break them when you try to put the meat and all that other stuff in there. So I'll just throw them on a plate real quick, like, and zap it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. Woohoo! One of these days I'll here, let me show you where you're sitting here. This is pretty funny. So right here, this is where I have, this is the microwave right here. And then right here is where I have you guys sitting. You guys are leaning up against this cup that's got the measuring spoons in it. And a little puggy. And stick you right there. And this little silicone thing keeps you from falling. Except for when it doesn't.
Well, I have the other stick ones. Have you not had
And that's also where the laptop is going to be sitting. And all this other stuff will be moved. See, now they're a little more flexible because they're made of cheese. And almond flour. Holy tar balls. That's good and hot. Good. Take this cookie sheet and we'll move it out of the way because we're going to use it again later. Or something. I'll put it over here. That's not in anybody's way. And talk with me. It's time for grub, y'all.
Yay!
Yay, it's grub time. Alright. I will fix up mine so I can demonstrate. I will bring you guys back in a little while after dinner to do the chia seed cookies. So I'm going to take this crispy one. You want the crispy one?
5. Yeah!
Okay, Julie wants the crispiest one. So I'll take this one. And take some forks. Stick that in there.
3 lighthouses, 2 silver.
And I say, you know, if you're going to use ketchup, use it sparingly. Use like a teaspoon of ketchup. Because even, like, we'll look at this one that's reduced carbs, reduced sugar. This is a reduced sugar one here. And it's still got 1 gram of carbohydrate, but the serving size is 1 tablespoon. So if you were to like dump as much ketchup as a lot of people dump, you could quickly pile up some carbs. So I usually say a teaspoon. A teaspoon is enough to get that flavor. I'm going to stick a little bit of that in there. Yep. And then I got my sour cream, because I want me some sour cream. And grab a big old tablespoon right there. Tablespoon of sour cream. We need cheese. Dang it. And I typically don't have a lot of shredded cheddar on hand. And I typically don't have any shredded mozzarella on hand except for what's in the
We have shredded Parmesan cheese. Pizza.
Yeah, we can put that, yeah.
Well, since it's pizza.
But I'm going to cut off a slab of
Careful.
some cheddar right there. And I will just stick this right in here. And if you wanted, you could zap it, but I'm lazy. If you haven't noticed in this channel, I'm lazy. I don't want to do anything. And this is all going to be a big fat mess as soon as I start eating it. Well, I'm taking a couple tablespoons of sour cream. And I'm going to show you like the ghetto pro trick. This is taco night pro trick, okay? Watch this. There's a pair of tongs. You set them on your plate like so. And you take your taco. Oh, mind blown, right? Mind blown. There we go. Now, with a pro tip taco. There goes the sour cream.
Gives me +3.
And now you're done.
Right there. Now,
5, 6, 7,
I want guacamole on mine, so I'm gonna dip.
Carb.
I'll show you another little convenience thing. I keep telling you guys, like, the way to keep this lifestyle going is to make everything convenient. So they sell these at Costco, these little single packs. And I will sit here and eat like one of these guacamole things like yogurt, because I just love it. But I'm gonna put half of this. I'll split it with Julie. And I'm gonna put half of it on my pizza taco. Right there. Yeah, there's another package of it in the fridge too.
So I get a carb.
And so there's that. And I'm gonna get a fork because it's probably gonna be grub, and I'm probably gonna need to like mow down on it carefully. Y'all, check this out. Dang. There we go. Pizza taco.
I think I want.
So if you guys have not subscribed to this channel yet, please, you need to like go and like wherever the little arrow thing is to subscribe. You should totally do that. The recipe that you're looking for these crust things is the Fathead Chalupa. Fathead, one word, Chalupa. Chalupa. Fathead Chalupa. That'll teach you how to make these things. And I had pretty much had them all rolled out by the time I started the stream. But instead of using Mexican seasoning, I used Italian seasoning. And instead of using taco meat, I just I ground up some pepperoni meat, packaged pepperoni meat. I just ground it up, stuck it in the microwave. So, bam, pizza taco. Anyway, please come back again in a little while. I'm gonna bring you the chia monster cookie, cranberry orange monster cookie recipe thing, and then I will see you then. So that'll probably be in an hour or so, but I'll be sure to like blast it out on Facebook, or I'll try to do something. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.